Hello, everybody. TGIF Friday. It's Friday, Friday, Friday. We almost blew it, didn't we? We almost missed it. Goodness. It was just one of those mornings where there was a phone call and had to take care of something. And look, we're a little shaggy today because we got a bath this morning, didn't we, girlfriend? Huh? Mm, we got we got a bath this morning. So what's everybody working on today? Are we working on our Valentine cards? I have two. I think I have to make four. But yeah, Huggy Bear's in her little pink dress. She's going to head up to the shop with me. So morning, Huggy Bear. Morning. Say good morning, Miss Colleen. She actually was snoozing. Yeah, I made her get up to go get a bath. She didn't like that too much. But you know, I'm bigger than she is. Here you go, girlfriend. There you go. You may lay down in your bed. Okay, we'll give her the rest of the day off. So, okay, Colleen is our resident card maker. Now, I know some of you others probably make cards too, but Colleen makes some of the most beautiful cards. And I don't see it right this second, but I've been the recipient of a few of them. So, and I hold on to them. You know, if you hand make a card for somebody, they're not going to just open it up and throw it in the trash. It's not going to happen. I mean, if you give somebody a handwritten note, they're going to hold on to it. So just think if you do a card. So yesterday we talked about the Kimberbell, and so I made cards. I'll show you this one too. This one's not the Valentine one, but I went back and colored them, and I'm just going to tell you how easy it is with the paint, the watercolors to color these. Isn't that the cutest little card? And that's just stitched on a piece of, a cardstock. And then I cheated. I put my backing in and let the last row of stitching stitch it down, and it holds it very nicely. So that one, but we're talking Valentine's. So I did, there's two different ones in two different sizes in Kimberbell's KD 565. That's the one for the cards. And this is one of them. Look how cute that is. Like I said, nothing like as fancy as what Colleen makes, but really super cute. And again, that has, and on that CD, all of the design, the ones inside you can print off. So there's a Valentine card, and easy to color. I'm telling you, they're so easy to color, and I'm going to tell you how in a moment. Here's the inside of the hot air balloon one. Really, really cute. So when you go to color, because they're watercolors, it's not like crayons where you have to color the whole thing in. You just start, and I just took my colored pencil, my watercolor pencil, and color around the edge, kind of dark, a little bit there, and did the same thing, a little on this side and that side. Then there's a brush that comes with it, and you get it wet, and you just kind of, like watercolors. Come on, guys. How many of you did watercolors as a kid? I mean, there's some artists that do watercolors now, but as a kid, the little box of like 8 colors, and we watercolored and had all the different colors, and we mixed them up and ended up with black. And we colored all kinds of coloring book pages and that kind of thing. So that's what this one is. This was really, really easy. So, well, I don't have that CD. I can't get that CD. Or any of a number of other excuses. Well, there's lots of other things. I told you can use stamps if you've got the rubber stamps that all the kids, and was all the rage in card making and stuff for a while. But you've got an embroidery machine. So I want to show you something, and I showed you the hearts the other day, but just want to show you something else here that you can do with your embroidery designs. Okay. Now you have to look, because it may not work on all of them, but just as an example, and let's see, just as an example here, gotta wait, I didn't turn it on. Okay, if we go into a design, now you do have I don't know how heavy under the script letters, how heavy these alphabet letters are. You might have to test them first to see if that will work. But what I wanted to show you that you can kind of play around is go into your design, some exclusive designs. You can pick, um, let me see, I think if I went over like to Kids Corner, okay, if I go into like the Kids Corner, this one here I know works, and set it. What I want to show you is, you see that? The octopus. Now we obviously, if we're stitching it on a card, that design's going to be too heavy and too dense. But what you can do is we go down to the colors. You know how to skip. If we went to do the embroidery, and we go to the skipping, okay, we see the very first color it's going to stitch out is going to be the fill stitch. Well, we don't want that. It's on a card, it's going to punch a hole right through it. So if we skip down, okay, there's the white background for the hat. Again, we don't want it. It's going to, it's going to, oh, look at that. There's the outline. So you could skip down and just do the outline. Now I have used these designs for quilting, to quilt some of the blocks on, I don't know, one of the quilts we did. I just used the outline of this because I didn't want the whole embroidery, but I used the outline as a quilt stitch. So here we have it. Okay, we would stitch that, and then of course it stops. Now we go down to the next part. Now it's going to stitch the outline around the hat. So you could change colors too and do different colors. You could stitch it out because there's your hat outline. Okay, now of course we would skip this because we don't want all of that extra because we would be coloring them. There's the whites of the eye. Again, I probably wouldn't do that because it's going to be too dense. And the same way with that little thing on the top there. But that's just to show you how easy it is to take a design and just go through it. Then you can kind of pick and see if it's one that would work, because not everything will. Obviously here we've got a big old gecko, and if we tried to do something with that, with all of those gazillion colors, you would have to go through and see if, let's see if we did that. This one, see, you couldn't do the yellow. You'd have to skip. You have to kind of skip down through and see if there's one that's just an outline. So it's got too many colors in it. So that obviously that one wouldn't work. Okay? But you do have lots of different ones in there that you could do that with. And I know things like the little, I don't know, there might be some coastal or delicate or maybe a flower that might work. You just have to kind of go through it and see. You're just looking for the outline, okay? So you would just be looking for something that you could just stitch the outline. I think that one's, yeah, that one's too much. That has a fill in it. Let's see. That's why I went to the kids' corner. I mean, here's another one. There's cute little Dumbo. Okay, let's see if that would work. We go to embroidery and just kind of skip through our colors. Nope, we don't want white. We're looking for just the outline. There you go. Look at that. You could stitch that outline right there. Here's the design. That's just the outline, has the eyes and everything else in it, and then you would color it. So there you have it. That's how easy it is. There's no excuses that I can't do this. I don't have anything. If you want to use your embroidery machine, yes, you do. So you can do something really, really cool like that. I was busy doing other things, so I did not get around to checking out. I know there is stationery designs with, I Need a Good Design. They had a book of stationery designs. They may have just, something simple out there as well. But, you know, you can just take so many little easy things. Um, let's see. You could even, thinking here, take a doily. Here's an idea for you. You could take one of those good old-fashioned white doilies, lay it down on top of your card, okay, and stitch around and then tear the paper. You could do that. You could stitch around a piece of fabric and then trim it and just leave the raw edge. So there's lots of different things. I am anxious to see some of your choices, some of your creations, especially you, Miss Colleen, because I know you are the card guru, and I want to see what you can create. If you don't know what we're talking about, our challenge for the first half of February is make a Valentine card. Make it. Whether you want to make a quilt block square and call that a Valentine, you can do that and mount it on a piece of paper. You want to make a mug rug, you want to make something like that. You want to draw, color a picture. And oh, by the way, you can use the scanners on some of your machines or your scan and cut and scan in flat designs and use their outlines. There is an outline feature. So that's something else that you can do. But we're making a Valentine card and we're sending it to someone who's maybe alone or someone that's maybe down in the dumps, needs a little bit of cheering up, and we're going to surprise them. We're going to put a Valentine card in and guaranteed you are going to make their day. So that's what our special challenge is. Whew. Tomorrow, Saturday, no class. It's okay. I have a full day. Our next class is Tuesday. Is your IQ My Design Center. Be there. It's only $25 from 2 to 4. If you can't make it in person, it will be recorded and the recording will be sent out. It will be well worth it. We will be creating some stuff. We're going to learn. It's basics. It's your IQ My Design Center. And when I say that, IQ is a Baby Lock product. My Design Center is brother. I can teach both of them. Whatever machine you have that has one or the other you need, that's all you need. Maybe a paper and pencil to write some notes, because when I do this, I'm going to go through and demo. I'm working out of about 3 different manuals, so I don't have anything printed, copied, or anything like that. So that way we can keep the keep the fee down, and it's going to be sent to you. So just download it and keep it. Then you can go back and look at it as much as you want. But it's going to be love and hearts. So we're going to be talking about maybe we'll even create, think about that, create a Valentine card. So see, that's in plenty of time before Valentine's Day. So think, who do you want to send a card to? When I did that, it's like, oh, 1, 2, 3, I'm to 4 now. So I'm going to have to make 4. But I'm only asking you to make one. Pick one person. But if you want to make more, you're more than welcome to. It kind of like once you get started, I lined them up. I stitched this one, I stitched the next one, then I laid them on the table, colored all of them at the same time, got my little water paintbrush out and smushed them up. You could use colored markers. You could do a lot of different things. What was it last year? Here's one that you could go and grab. We did the heart as a sample on one of our Kimberbell DDEs. If you did the summertime, the flowers, remember we did the flowers on the tea towel? If you were in that class, there was a heart doing the collage. So doing a collage effect with all of the different fabrics. So you could do that. That would work even with this, because you would just put all the little fabrics down and let it stitch around it, or put multiple hearts using your frames on your machine. What I'm talking about is this one right here. If you don't have anything else, you don't have IQ, you don't have my design center, I bet most all of you have this right here. This little box where there's a frame and you pick a heart. Once you pick a heart, you choose a heart. So you could choose, that's just a straight stitch heart. Then look at this. You take this heart and then you edit it and you can make it bigger. Okay, we can make this one bigger so it fits in a 5x7 hoop. Then we could make another heart and size that one so that it's smaller and center it so each one of them centered. Then copy another one and make it smaller. You can change your thread colors on each one. And look there, you put your fabric down, you just sew 3 lines on top. You could even put a little tiny one. Let's put one more in the middle. Edit, size it, and make it smaller for right down in the middle. That's as small as it'll go. There we go. Now we have a heart. Then you could paint each row. Or you could sew it over top of fabric. So anyway, there you have it. That gives you enough things to do. I want to see those pictures. Post them this weekend. And on Tuesday the 7th, we'll reconvene at 1 o'clock and see what all hearts and Valentine cards we've got out there. And then remember your big challenge for the month, if you choose to accept it. That always makes me think of Mission Impossible. Is to pick a kit you purchased somewhere on your travels and work on it, whether it's a row by row, because row by row is coming back this year, guys. It's row by row, and the theme is summertime, so there's going to be lots of rows out there. If you've done that in the past, grab one of them. Grab a row, especially if you bought it as a kit. It's got the fabric and stuff in there, and just make it. You can then, you don't have to create it and put it into something. Just make it. Just something that you got somewhere. Just go ahead and do that. Row by row. If you've done, I'll explain more as we go along. That's a summertime. It's a promo thing to try to help get business into the shops. Used to be that you had to come directly in the shop. If you want, we all create a pattern and we give out free patterns. If you want the free pattern, you do have to come to the shop and pick it up. But we also have patterns with kits. With the pattern, the instructions, the kit, we create, each one of the shops create one. So looking for some ideas, because I'm in the creating stage to create a block that's, or a panel. It's 9 by 36 is the overall size that we have to work in, because then you can put them together into quilts if you want to. Now I don't know where I was going with that, but anyway, that's this summer. Oh, the kits, those things can be mailed. They'll be up on the website and you can purchase them. So that's something else kind of fun. And 9 by 36 is really a good size to make into one, to fill in a bench pillow. Can easily make it into a bench pillow, a wall hanging, or you can add more rows if you're traveling around to other places with rows. So anyway, that's all I've got, other than 2 weeks to our dime event. Please, please, please sign up either on Dime's page or go to our page, www.AA White Sewing. Isn't that what it is? White Sewing Center. You can tell how often I go to the website. But go to our website, to the calendar. It's free. You can sign up either on our site or you can sign up on Dime's site. It's going to be fun. There's going to be an extra prize for attending. If you sign up and you attend, there's going to be an extra drawing. And I've got the stash of some Dime stuff to give away. And then you're going to get a free design and you're going to learn something. Lisa does a really, really good job. So I hope that you guys will help support us by signing up and attending. And even if you can't be there, it runs from 12 o'clock to 1:30. So of course Facebook Live will be late that day. Um, there'll be a replay, and they give you another, I think, 48 hours for the specials that they have, as well as 48 hours to view the event over. So we appreciate your support when we can get these free events for you. You know, we do things that are free. We do things that you have to pay for. Pay keeps the lights on. Free, they get to do their advertising, but there's always some really cool stuff too. So with that being said, go sew something and make it a great weekend. It's going to be a little chilly in parts. Stay inside and sew.